Hey, welcome back, campers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Mr. McDaniel. Whatever time you're viewing this, you 6th, 7th, 8th grade campers, we're back in ELA. We're putting that work in. We're creating that pathway in our mind. We're thinking with all this positive energy. We really believe in ourselves. It's Adventure Week, and we're continuing this adventure regarding literature under craft and structure. How appropriate. Reading literature 2.4, craft and structure, where we're analyzing the effects of figure of speech on the meanings and tone and mood of a particular text. And it's important that we get into the vocabulary of it all regarding this particular subject area. For example, tone. When you think of tone, that's the writer setting the tone of the story using figurative language, words to really get you to think about and get a clear picture of what's going on. Each sentence, from the introduction to the middle parts in the body of the literature piece to the conclusion, when we look at a plot sequence. So always think about that. When the authors read in literature, he's giving you a story. There's an exposition. There's at the beginning of the story. And then there's rising action, climax, falling action, and conclusion when you think about it. But in here, what moves the story along are these types of writing styles, how it's crafted and structured, how the characters are developed, how the setting and the mood, and all of that. And in particular, the author sets the tone with crafted, with words that they craft a story in a particular way. But also, if it's a story that's an emotional story, he uses emotional words to tell you whether you should feel sad or happy or angry, and you can pick it up from the words that are used or the examples that are used within the craft, with the way the story is crafted. And then you as the reader, the mood is that what mood that the writer put you in. So as you travel from here at the exposition to here to the resolution, there are things that you should be experiencing as a reader. And the way that is done is to continually use of figurative language. Now you as a reader, you want to analyze and see what's really going on. You may not be moved by the story to sadness or happiness, but you as a reader should see how the author has laid out the text for that exact purpose. So you want to make sure that you as the reader, what is the attitude that's being conveyed by the author through the tone of the text toward particular characters? It's important that you then, within that, identify if the author has a good guy or a bad guy within the confines of the text, or a group of good guys and a group of bad guys. Very important. So in literary speaking, that would be your protagonist, and here's your antagonist. So the protagonist is the good guy. And you may have more than one good guy, and the antagonist, you may have more than one bad guy. It's like the movie or the book Bad Girls, where they may be conveyed that they're bullying a particular kid. So it may be a group of individuals, but within that group of protagonists, there may be a lead character that's much more worse or evil or nefarious than the others. The author may create, through figurative language, a tone that you as a reader say, look, I dislike all of them, but I hate that one. So there's a difference between the mood that you have regarding one character versus the other. Very important when you sit and you begin to read, and the author may do that through hyperbole and exaggeration. Hyperbole is one of those figurative languages techniques that there's a gross or large exaggeration regarding a particular character or an event within a text that signals to you that this person or that area or this situation is more important or more grave than the next. So hyperbole is important. It's an exaggeration. So we use hyperbole a lot of times. An example of hyperbole is saying that person is bigger than the world. Well, regarding their personality, well, nobody's bigger than the world, but what the writer's trying to convey to you is an example that when you see this person within the text, their character is bigger than all the other characters. They're much larger in life on this written page within the script than everyone else. So it's very important that you understand how the author will use something like hyperbole in moving a text along regarding following the existence of maybe a character that's been explained at the beginning, and how the character maybe grows in size through the use of language like hyperbole. So in this particular assignment, you're going to go into E7 in IXL to practice this. Oh, got that falling down. And our standard here is reading literature 2.4, craft and structure, and the objective is analyze the effects of figure of speech on meanings, and we're dealing with tone and mood. So you as a camper, it's Adventure Week. Remember to believe in yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in class. Take care.